Hello everybody, welcome to a very warm episode 128 on the 8th of July. I'm Marie.
I'm Dominique.
And we're both melting.
Cancer.
Yeah, we're both melting here. Slightly warm.
Only going to get warmer, but
I'm just covered in those blooming little tiny thunderflies, just keep sticking to me. I hate the flipping things. Anyway, we mourn when it's cold, we mourn when it's hot. It is July, I suppose.
It's like this for the whole of the UK at the minute, so I think everyone is in the same boat.
Yeah, I think so. Well, we've had a busy week, haven't we?
I mean, it feels like such a long time ago now.
Can you hear the red arrows?
Well, I can because they're up here.
Well, so
I can hear it on the
doesn't matter then.
Phones, but I can hear them outside.
Right. Thank you to everybody who came to the retreat. We had a lovely time, didn't we? It was really nice. It was a smaller group this time, but it was just as good. We had a nice time. Lots of knitting. I actually got knitting done this time.
It was really nice. In fact, probably good that it wasn't this weather because that would have been too hot. It wasn't too hot. There were occasions where we got to sit outside. So it was a real mix. It was.
And I'm afraid those people who were planning on coming to the next July one, it sold out within like 36 hours, wasn't it? Just over 24 hours, really, it sold out.
Yes, it went up Wednesday morning and it sold out last night.
So it's full. So we've got a full contingency again and it's fully booked. So thank you to everybody. And there's some new names there. We've never met you before. We're really looking forward to it. So yeah, it'll be brilliant. But so we're a bit overwhelmed that it had completely sold out. So
we thought we were going to come on here and tell you, get going. It's up there. And it not at all. It has just flown out the door. So
that is now this November fully booked, March 23 fully booked, and July 23 fully booked. Yeah. If anybody wants to know, we're not releasing the November yet. We wait until it's a year, until we get to November. So so at the minute we're all fully booked. So,
but as usual, well, I say as usual, we think they're trying to surpass themselves with the food. And this time on the Sunday evening, the pudding came in and it was a creme brulee in like a shot glass, a tart, profiterole, something else. And the sugar on the creme brulee was on fire. I mean, it was just a spectacle as it walked in the room. So
we did think, though, that we really should have planned that for the next day, which was the 4th of July, because obviously Victoria joined us from Chicago.
Yes.
And we said that would have been our homage to a few fireworks, wouldn't it?
But like she said, her husband was at fireworks on the 3rd, so it came at the right time. And then on the 4th of July, we'd got a baked cheesecake, and then they'd put raspberry, strawberries and blueberries, so it was red, white and blue for her. Yes. They had gone all out, so
it was lovely, wasn't it? So we had a nice time, and we even had, because it was summer this time, ice creams in the afternoon in ice cream cones. We were properly spoilt, weren't we?
Ice creams and then cakes, and then we all sit there at evening meal and go in, oh my God, I'm not hungry. I'm just not hungry.
I know, ridiculous.
But yes, it was fabulous. So to see kind of old faces come back again and joined by new faces, it was really nice.
And also nice to see the project. So we've all come away with new projects we want to do, inspiration of other people's. So it was nice. It's nice to see, because Victoria had done the shawl, the Under the Rainbow, that you've been waiting to look at anyway, in the muted colours. That looked really, really nice, but so different to the bright one I did.
It was on yak. It was a yak base, so even the neutral wasn't white. We've put all these pictures up on social media. I mean, bless her, Victoria, all the way from Chicago, had just bought things that she wanted to show us, or things she'd knit in our wool. So anyone that got anything, projects that had been knit in our wool, we took photos of, because it's so nice to see.
I think we need to do that next time, don't we? So if people come to the retreat, bring the things that you've knit in our wool. It was lovely to see, wasn't it? It was really nice to see.
Really nice. She brought a shawl that she'd done in the December Detectives box. She'd bought a jumper and a shawl that she'd used Trivial Pursuit. They were just amazing. Yeah. She'd done her summer sorrel in Slubbly Jubbly on sock knots. That was
lovely.
So we'd got Victoria's Slubbly Jubbly in a jumper, and then Anne had crocheted, double knit Slubbly Jubbly, a like lace crochet shawl as well. So just, it was really, really nice. So
it was nice to see.
I think we'll do that. What, you know, if you've got room in your bags, we'll just say to you, bring them, and we'll do a bit of a photo shoot.
Even for us, it was just nice to see how different things knit up, because like we've said before, people say, oh, how does it knit up? It depends what you're knitting, doesn't it? Yeah. Because you could have it on a little swatch and it won't look like that on a jumper. You could have a shawl will look different to a jumper, to a scarf, to a a little cowl, a hat. It is all completely different. So it is really nice to see it. And the way did people put different colours together?
Yeah, that was really nice. It wasn't our yak, Marjorie. It was. I'm just going to try and find you a picture. Why can't I? There.
Well, I've lost my thing now.
I mean, you're not going to be able to see. But they were really muted colours.
So if you go on, it was a kit. So if you go on Jennifer Tipton Designs, it's the kit. Somebody did yarn support for the kit that she did. So you could either have the true rainbow colours, or you could have the muted ones. So if you go on there, it'll give you all the explanation. But we did look in the base, and the colour that she used to start as the main colour was very similar to our yak undyed, wasn't it?
Yes, that's why I think it was a yak base. It's an American dyer, because obviously Victoria was in America, but just completely different, looked really nice.
But it's a nice shawl, that, because I don't know if Marion's not on today, is she? So that is it's 100 grams with 6 minis. So that's how much yarn it takes. So it's a nice, if you've got minis to use up, or if you've got some of your stash that you want to use, as long as you've got your 100 gram of your main colour, then you can just put 6 different colours. Or you could just use 3, if you could just repeat it. But so you could use it as a bit of a stash buster. Yeah. Right, I have just clicked a button on the website. You've been waiting for this, we know, because people keep asking us all the time. We have released our version of a Christmas yarn box. So this year, for 2022, I nearly said 2023, 2022, the red arrows are just about to fly up really loud. I'll just give it what I'm pasting it out. It is Christmas at the movies. So that is the theme of the box, and it's very similar to how we did last year, isn't it? We're doing 20 grams. So that's in 4-ply normal sock, 4-ply platinum sock sparkle, and DK platinum. So altogether you're getting 240 grams of wool. You'll get a themed confectionery with it, a little Christmas gift, and some themed stitch markers. And we've done it a bit cheaper this year. We've changed things a little bit, haven't we? So it'll be £65 for the platinum sock and the platinum double knit, and £70 for the sparkle. And we're only doing the sparkle version in the 4-ply.
4-ply, yeah.
So it's on the website now. Again, we do limit numbers. Dominique has, done some dyeing, and she's surpassed herself again. The colours all go together beautifully.
Yes.
They do look really nice.
You're not going to get any hint of what they are,
No.
other than they are different to last year.
They are different to last year, and it's Christmas at the movies.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it is
That's
there
it.
on
That
the
is
website.
all you're getting, but they're not all dyed, but the colours are dyed. We know exactly what we're doing.
Yes.
And we are happy with how it looks.
Yeah.
So, I look forward to getting it all dyed.
So there will be, again, we'll get it posted out because you can treat it as an advent calendar, so you will get it before the 1st of December. Because I know sometimes people last year, some of them kept it for a Christmas present. Some people did it as opening 12 days. Some people did open one day, leave a day, or others just went bonkers and opened it at the retreat. That's all I'm going to say.
We've just found, that's not to say we won't go back to advent calendars, we've just found they're more usable.
Yes.
Because we can make it much more cohesive.
Yes.
You can make a project with it rather than 24 completely, not random, but it just seemed to work last year. So we've thought, why change it? Let's go with something similar.
They'll all be individually wrapped again. So everything will be individually wrapped. They'll be numbered 1 to 12. And there'll be little things inside. So it will be like a present and you get it in a nice little box. So, So, but like Dominique said, it is nice because you can look at all the colours together and they would make a project all together.
Yeah.
Advent calendars are fantastic. We've done them, but sometimes even us, we put them together and we think, oh, well, there's about 6 colours there. They all go, but I don't want them in this project. Do you know what I mean? So, so it is on the website now. Yeah.
And we thought about putting an option if you wanted 100 grams with it, but we can't decide between us what we'd put with it because we'd put different things. And then it just got clunky if you had the choice of 3 or 4 to choose from. Yeah. So we've not done that because.
But if you did solid, and you're happy for us to choose a solid, then by all means send us an email and we can include that in your.
Yes.
But you are then relying on, as you know, we are both completely different colour options.
Yes. What we found last time was, the sea glass seemed to go perfectly. Lots of people use that, but different people put different contrasts with it, and it changed it completely. Yeah. So it is, down to your personal choice. Those coming to the retreat in November, we can do exactly like we did last time, and somebody will open it and we'll give you a choice. But that is, you can then choose your contrast or no contrast because there's enough there to make a good project anyway. So
perfect. I'm just hoping that Mr. West releases another shawl near the time like he did last time for me.
He always does, doesn't he? He does them annually. So
I think I'm going to go double knit again. I enjoyed the double knit I had last year, so I think I'm going to put my order in, please, of a double knit.
I've no idea what I'm going to do yet, but we'll see. I'll find a project and then go with it.
While we're talking shoppy things, we're both going to be away next week. So the shop, you can still order things on the shop, but we won't be able to post them out until Monday the 18th at the earliest.
Yes.
If we've got stuff in stock, as soon as we get back, we can get it posted out. But if it needs dyeing up, it might be, like a day after that. But the soonest that we can post anything out will be the 18th.
We didn't want to just close everything down, having just launched the Christmas box. So,
as long as you want it, I've put it on the website so that it'll pop up on the top that with, the dates and when it'll be sent out. But depending on internet signals for both of us, if anybody does order something that's to be posted out, we'll just drop you a quick email if either of us remembers or can get on the internet.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's all I needed to do that was written down. I actually had notes today.
Yeah, but for pre-orders, they're there. You can, and we thought we'd keep it open so you could book the retreat.
Yeah.
Sold out. So but if you want to book an afternoon tea or anything like that, it's still there. You can do it. It will they'll just be delaying posting.
because we have got afternoon tea. We're trying out an evening afternoon tea, aren't we?
Yes.
And that's on
Tuesday, the 16th of August.
16th of August between
5 and 9.
And 9 o'clock. So it's just a different option because at the beginning we had people saying, I work during the day, I can't come, or I need it on a weekend. So we're trying it out. So we've just got one to see how it goes.
Yes.
But we do need a certain amount of numbers, don't we, to run that one. And we're getting close, but there's room. So if people still do want to book it, you need to get it booked. I think that's all the housekeeping things I've got to do.
I've got nothing else written down.
No, I need a drink because look at my little red cheeks. It's ridiculous. How am I going to cope with hot weather next week?
Well, that's why I've booked a holiday to go somewhere where it's 10 degrees colder. Then I'm out of the way.
Only you. Have you got an ice cream float there?
Yeah. It's hot. Ice cream float time.
I kept saying I was going to have one at the retreat and I kept forgetting I could have had an ice cream float.
Yeah. With a choice of about 12 different ice cream flavours as well.
The salted caramel that I had was absolutely delicious. Oh my Lord. What did you have?
I had the mint choc chip.
Oh, mint choc chip. Yeah, I like a mint choc chip.
That was very nice.
We're just rubbing it in, Marjorie. I'm sure they'll probably have some ice cream in November.
Well, if we ask them, I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
I'm sure the freezers are full of it in the summer, not so full in the winter, but yeah.
Because I might just have an ice cream float. Because you can have an ice cream float any time of the year, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, go on, show some knitting then.
I really haven't got much because I've just really knit on one project. So this is my Christmas in July. Where am I up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm on the 8th colour now. So I'm 2/3 of the way. And this is the Adventuresome Wrap by Ambah O'Brien. So we've gone from greens, teals, into blues, and now we're into olives. I didn't realise quite how many like blues and greens I'd got before I'd got to more colour, but it is getting there now. I've left all the blues and greens to one side. So, I mean, it will block, but that is 2/3 of it done.
It is lovely. It will block.
It's really not very long, but I do think when I stretch it, it's going to need really blocking. But the pictures, when you look at the pictures, it is really quite long and drapey. So I might, before I cast it off, I might wet it, block it, leave it on the needles and just see.
To be fair, now I'm looking at that, I'm thinking again for my advent calendar, because that's 12 skeins, isn't it?
Well, it's 24, the pattern's 24 10s, but so I've done it in 12 20s. So the pattern's 12, but that looks lovely. That's 1/3 of it, so it's really not that, but it will be.
Yes.
Once I get it blocked, but because I'm just putting minis in, if I really don't think it's long enough, then I'll just put another 2 or 3 in. So, but now I've got to the darker ones. I'm pleased I stuck with the silver.
Yes.
Because I didn't really like it at the beginning, but now
it looks
beautiful,
Dominique.
I would get to the point where I needed the silver, not the dark.
Yeah.
So
I must admit, her patterns that she does, like the shawl wrap ones, are beautiful. Maybe I'm changing my mind already. Maybe I'm going sparkle now.
Well, they are quite often, hers are a variation on the thing, because they're quite often long rectangles, but on the bias.
Yeah.
So, which is a shape I really, really like. I mean, when you look at the picture,
I do think you've converted me, because that's the first asymmetric one I've knit, the Under the Rainbow, and I really like it.
Well, that is, I mean, that looks enormous, like deep and long. So blocking must work a treat. So, but because, well, for the most part, I could knit while we were sat chatting. I've not had to take too much out. I've just carried on with this because the pattern's in my head, or I know the pattern rows. Once I get the beginning, because it's different stitches every time, then it is quite easy TV knitting. So I've just kept going. So I've just gone on to the olive, and I then have got mustard, orange, scarlet, magenta. Ooh. They're the last four. So the colour really comes at this end, but I think when it's all together, it's going to look fab.
And
so,
do you use nearly all of the mini? How much have you got left of each one? Oh, you've still got quite a bit left. Yeah.
So, I mean,
there's still quite a bit left.
5 grams, I would think.
Yeah.
Out of a 20. So you probably, I suppose, 8 or 9, you wouldn't want to be 9 grams for a 10 gram, would you? Because you just want, you want people to have enough. So I bet you use about 8 grams.
Yeah.
And I've got 4 or 5 left over. So yeah, I mean, that could be a pair of socks, because I'm going to have 12.
Yeah.
I'm going to have 48 potentially. I'll weigh it, but 48 grams potentially.
And you could use your white as your contrasting cuff and heel if you wanted, couldn't you?
And I'm just on my second silver mini. So I'm definitely not going to use anywhere near 100 grams. But that's why I've just used minis, because if I only need 80, I'm not.
And we had some special minis, didn't we? We had some special silver minis.
Yes.
They'd been sprinkled by love with another colour.
No, they're not. These are not. These are just a slightly different shade.
Oh, I thought they were the ones that had been sprinkled with love.
No, they've all been overdyed. We haven't got any more of them. So that is the Adventuresome Wrap by Ambah O'Brien. It is my Christmas in July, and I am really, really enjoying it.
Good.
To the point where I think that is it. I'm going to knit that till the end now before I really do anything else. Because if I put it down, it could just then get left. Yes. So let's keep going till we get to the end.
Now you're talking about your little balls. I mean, I'm slightly worrying myself as to who I've become over these last couple of days. And I'm blaming this on Mandy, who was at the retreat. Because Mandy had been knitting the, I always get this wrong, northeasterly blanket, and it looked beautiful. So I spent a lot of time just thinking, I want to go home and I want to go through my stash. Oh, I want to order a gazillion mini skeins. No, wait till you get home and go through your stash. So I did. I mean, look, who is this person? Set the scene. Marie's got like loads of bits of wool in 2 big boxes, and there was a little bit of yarn bath going on there, because what had happened is the little balls had dropped to the bottom, but when I'd been in the box rummaging, I was just doing this. So of course everything was becoming untangled. So it was a bit of a mess. I mean, look at this. Are you impressed?
Well, this was from seeing Kay, wasn't it?
Yes. I've got my purples.
Because Kay's doing one, and she's exactly the same. She's got them in old brown paper bags that you have your apples in from the market.
I've split them all up. I mean, I'm beginning to wonder who on earth I am. So look, I've been through, look, I've got gazillions of them, all in colour order. Oh, I've just moved my thing. And I've cast it on. So I'm using these 3 that's an orange one that I'm not using, so I'll go back on there. So I am using pinks, purples and greens, and I'm tying it together because some of them are a bit more, like Mandy's was really nice because it was all muted colours, wasn't it? It was beautiful. But
well, she'd used the Lay Family Yarns Rainbow Chronicles, so it was that they'd all been dyed to go together.
Yes. So I've started a double knit one, so I'm holding them together with an undyed, and I'm really liking it. I mean, Mandy, it is nowhere near as neat as yours, and then I'm just doing like 2 chevrons between. I mean, look.
I'd be interested to know how you get on when you start joining it, because that's when I ripped mine out.
Well, yeah, I mean, it might just make a nice little scarf as it is. But I'm going to do it about 1.5 meters long to start off with, and then join the other way and just see how I get on. Because you keep the top bit on hold, don't you? But I'm loving how the colours are looking held, mild. And I did it this way, because can you remember when I used my minis up last time on the double knit blanket, and they were quite bright, weren't they? Was it
Yes.
It was the sweetie one, wasn't it? And it just knocked some of the colours back. So I really liked how I'd done that. So I've just gone for it. So.
And in your bag.
And in what? And in my bag, yes. Yes. So so that is, I mean, they're all still in the bags. I mean, it's that,
That's only been 3 days. We'll check back in a month's time.
You know me so well. And they're in my big bag. So I've got them in a big project bag.
Perfect.
Check back with me in a month. Now I've got 2 other boxes of like much bigger balls of yarn. Do you know what I mean? Where I've not used much of them. So I have got those. They're all wound in the box much better. But I have got to tackle the like the non-hand dyed stuff, and I've got some like commercial sock yarn as well. I've got a box of that I need to go through.
Yeah,
and then I need to go through my commercial yarn. And I was just saying to some of the ladies, because I used to knit some of those jean greenhouse stuff, so I've got like really bright colours. I'm never going to use them, so I think I'll just get them together, and then I can just give them away as a bit of a stash to somebody.
Yeah,
because some of it I will use. Like I'll keep some colours that I use for things for Christmas, and
yes,
but there are definitely some colours in there I'm never going to use in a million years. So I will go through them, and then I can get in them. And I've got a load. And look, can you hear David sneezing? No. I've got a load of cotton, which I like and I'll keep because it always comes in handy for something like that. But I mean, I've got an excessive amount of that. But I'm trying. I am trying to sort it out.
But you'd got Mandy doing one in all her rainbows, and then Kay was doing hers in completely scrappy. And we said it's got to be one or the other. It's got to be really carefully thought out, or it's got to be completely scrappy. And they look brilliant both ways. But when I did mine, just the picking up and joining, it wasn't for me. So that's mine got ripped out, and I'll do other things. But
Mandy had also done a beautiful crocheted blanket, hadn't she? I wish I'd taken a photo of it. I can't believe I never got a photo of it. Was it the Battenberg?
It's the Battenberg by Sandra Paul of Cherry Heart.
It's absolutely beautiful, wasn't it? It's so neat, and the colours were all. It was surrounded by cream, so again, it was all quite muted, wasn't it? So that set a few people off, didn't it?
That's a crochet one.
Yes. Yeah, people were starting to look for that pattern. So it'd be interesting to see when we next go to a retreat if there's some blankets start to appear. Yeah.
No, that was all of the ones I've seen of that are fantastic because you can put anything. They are like 3 grams for each square. They are scraps. So
really pretty, really nice.
Yeah, very nice. Lisa said hers blocked fine because Lisa did the December Detectives in the Adventuresome. That's fine. I knew it would. It just doesn't look big enough. But if Lisa's done it recently and blocked it, then it'll be fine.
Yes, it will. I think it will. It'll go big, won't it? I can't imagine that it's not going to.
No, but I just like them. I like them long. I like to be able to wrap it around twice. And at the minute, I definitely can't. But I'll get there.
Yeah. Like you say, you can always add a few extra bits on, can't you, if you need to?
Yeah, if I need to.
What else have you got then?
Well, the only other thing, just an update from last week with the summer sorrel that I was umming and ahhing. I ripped it out in the FIzz because it wasn't looking, and all I've done is just do 2 repeats in the midnight. So
that looks better.
Yeah, I am showing. So you can actually, I didn't think you'd be able to see it in the midnight, but you can.
The other way a bit, you're going off camera. There, that's it. Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
So you definitely can see it. Yeah. So I've left the FIzz around the neck edge because it was I-cord and I just lost the will if I had to put it all out.
I like that. That looks nice.
So I just wanted to see if it worked this way around, and it does. I think I've done one more pattern repeat, which is not many rows, just to see what it looked like, but I like it. So, but that is going to one side until I get the wrap finished, because otherwise that's 2 big projects and I'll do bits on both and not really get anywhere with them. So, but seeing Victoria's, I know I've seen Sherry's, which is what made me really want to knit it again. But seeing Victoria's, it just spurred me on to think I need to crack on with it. So once this wrap's done, I can go back and pick this up. This is going to be fairly long term, I think, but I like it. It started. So I just wanted to show you an update because FIzz has gone because you couldn't see it. It was too patterned, and that it's working in the midnight. So
yeah, it looks much better that way round, definitely.
And Victoria, it was all in slubbly jubbly, but she'd just got the I-cord cast on around the arm and the bottom in just a deep purple. So actually seeing someone else that had got a different I-cord cast on, I'm happy with that. So I'll just keep going with that. But that is all I've knit on this week because the wrap has taken up all my knitting time.
Well, I haven't seen Dominique's Campside Poncho in person, so you brought it to the retreat, didn't you? And it was beautiful, so I tried it on and I really liked it. So the pink jumper that I was knitting, the batwing one, I mean, honestly, and I've already pulled it out about 3 times because I kept going wrong. It is a simple stitch pattern. I don't know what was wrong with me. So I was at the retreat and I did it again wrong, and I thought, do you know what? It's going. So it's gone, and I'm knitting the Campside Poncho because I really liked how it fitted, but I don't think I'm going to put the buttons on. And I may not, because I take it, the bits that go up the bottom, you pick the stitches up, don't you, and knit it a bit wider.
Yes.
So I may not put all that on, just a smaller bit, do you know what I mean? So, but I think I'll just have it as a cape type thing. So I've now started knitting it. I started knitting it, I thought I'll have a go at marling it and using our magenta with an undyed. I didn't like it and you couldn't see the eyelets in it. So I've gone back and I've got my pink. I mean, they look nearly exactly the same, but they're slightly different.
There's not much difference in them, is there?
No. So I've got my pink, which is the merino drops. So I'm holding it double and I'm really liking it now because there's just a little bit of texture in the colour. Can't really see it there. In person, it has got them on, but at least
I think on the camera you can't really, but
no, up close you can just see. Oh, can you see how it's blown out and the other colour's blown out more than the other one?
I say it's because it's blowing out there, but yeah.
But I'm really liking it. So I'm going to just keep plodding on with that, I think. But
because it is a double knit project, so you're effectively knitting double knit, aren't you?
Yeah. But you just couldn't see the eyelets when it was marled. You just were distracted by it. So I thought, well, it's a shame to use it, and I really need to use up this pink merino drop. And it feels nice because it's 100% merino. So it does feel nice. So that's a bit of a project.
Is there any point in me asking you what drops it is?
It is actually, because I can tell you. Because
what have you got there?
I've got.
Oh, it's baby merino.
It's baby merino, unicolor, superwash treated, extra fine merino wool, 100% wool.
Yes.
50-gram balls. And that was another reason why I'm holding it double, because I don't think I'd have enough to hold this one double. So I'm just adding them together. You were impressed there, weren't you, that I had a...
Good. Well, I thought if you've ripped it all out, you might not have kept all the things, but you've got a brand new ball there ready to go.
I've got a brand new ball ready to go. And as we all like, you know, Marine not to change her ways, I have finished in the middle of a row. No.
But I didn't realise, because I saw the pattern, just went on it and cracked on with it. There's a cardigan.
Yes, well, that's what Victoria's knitting.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't realise till Victoria was knitting it. So it's just an eyelet pattern cardigan, but she cast that on as well. So
and it's knit on bigger needles. That's knit on size 5.
Right.
So that threw me a bit. I thought, I wonder why cardigan's knit on size 5 when it's the same.
But yeah, I'd not even looked. I didn't even look any more through her Ravelry. I just went for that pattern and bought it. So
it's interesting to see what the cardigan's like, because it's, you know, that fit was really nice of the poncho, wasn't it? Really nice.
Really nice.
But I'll be honest, like I said to you when I saw it, I wasn't sure where it ended. And no, it did. It fit. Hang on.
Well, I'd seen someone wearing it, so I could see how it fits, so I was quite comfortable going with it. But I mean, it's gone.
Talk amongst yourselves. It's
gone away now because it's going to be months before it needs to come out again. But it's there ready for when it is warm, cool enough to come out. So
the only other knitting I've got, I showed you it last week. The pattern I'm just sort of making up of the like the wave pattern. But last week I was doing it in one colour, and you quite rightly said to me, I'm going to run out of wool. So, oh look, I'm in the middle of a row. So, if I show it close up,
it still looks like you are knitting in one colour.
But I am using that and that. So I'm using the Snuggly Stars yarn for the waves, and then this bit to, which is Neon Lights, to just do the highlighting bit. But yeah, when you knit it together, you can hardly see them, can you?
No. If you said to somebody that is one multicoloured ball, you would just accept it, wouldn't you?
So I'm really pleased actually that you can't see it. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's made that one ball go twice as far, using up something from my stash. So I think I'm going to just pop that in my suitcase, and that'll be like my spare knitting, because it's easy to carry about. Because I did think, should I take the Campside Poncho? I thought, no, it's, you know.
Yeah. You don't want a big double knit garment.
No. So, I've got more pairs of scissors. Get those out of the way. So that is all the knitting I have got on the go. Obviously, I've got my holiday knitting, but I haven't touched it. It's all ready in my little rucksack, ready to go on the airplane with.
Yeah, well, I've put about 5 stripes in my socks, but that's it. They are literally, I think that was Tuesday morning. We'd got about half an hour before breakfast, before everyone was ready to go, and I thought, oh, just pick something easy to do. So I've got my socks that are there as I don't need to think, but they were always going to be slow. So they're the only things I've got on the needles at the minute.
After some recommendations, things to download onto my iPad. My books are covered, my audio books are covered. I just want some things to download on my iPad to watch. So I've got Sky, I can download off Sky. I've got Disney, I've got Prime, and I've got Netflix. So I think I've got everything covered. So tell me what you've enjoyed and what you think I'll like. I think you know the sort of stuff I like. I'm more hacked off that I binge watched the last 2 long episodes of Stranger Things. I really didn't think about it. I should have saved that. I can't think of what to download that I haven't seen. Do you know what I mean? So if you've got any good things that anybody's watched, just put them in the comments and then I can go and have a look at them. I'm thinking, do I watch something I've seen before? No, I'd rather have something that'll keep my brain going while I'm knitting with my headphones on to just distract me. So I can't. So anybody who's seen any good series or movies, let me know, and I'll have a look and try. Because I've been on today, and you know when sometimes you just can't.
Yeah.
I don't know what I want to watch. I like crime. I like comedy. I like sci-fi. I don't really want something too gruesome or too naughty. Because when you sat with your iPad, you can guarantee you've got a small child behind you, can't you? And then they start screaming, "Oh, Mum, that woman's watching monsters!"
Yeah.
So anybody with any ideas of something you've watched recently, let me know. Have you watched any series recently, or have you been sport focused?
I've not watched anything recently. I couldn't tell you the last new thing I've watched. I just really don't sit and watch telly at the minute.
I only binge watch Stranger Things, and that's when I got that Under the Rainbow done. Because once I got back into it, and there was loads of it. I just can't. But I'm the same, Dominic. I haven't really watched anything for a while. Because the Sherwood was on, wasn't it? Do you recommend that? Watching that? Will it keep me entertained, or will it be just a bit too heavy?
Well, those that have watched it seem to have enjoyed it, but I've not seen that.
No,
I don't know. I
can't even think of any BBC dramas or anything that have been on recently that I've missed. Do you know what I mean?
It's summer. You're not thinking.
You haven't got the stuff on, have you? So I could just do with some recommendations, please, people on the screen in my phone.
I see Marjorie saying Sherwood was good. Everyone that's seen Sherwood has said it was good.
Yeah.
But
I might look at that then.
I've not seen it, so.
I haven't seen it. Oh, the Midwich Cuckoos. Is it good, or is it just a bit silly? I mean, I know I watch ridiculous things. Will it keep me going, Marjorie?
While you're all thinking, let me show you why I'm going on holiday. Because I wasn't going on holiday until Wednesday afternoon, and now I am going on holiday because of this. This is a 1,500-piece jigsaw all the way from Chicago. Victoria said they did this as a family in lockdown, and she knows how much I like jigsaws, and she bought it all the way in a suitcase. So I did want to do it at the retreat, but I realised that really was completely antisocial, and I would just sit. It would have been done. But I thought, well, that's wrong. And then I came back and went straight back to work, and all I kept thinking was I need to get that jigsaw started. So I thought, well, I'll just book a holiday. And so I'm going on holiday. I mean, it's ridiculous, but I am going on holiday so that I can do a jigsaw.
Perfect.
I just cannot wait. So it's so special that Victoria had brought it all the way over for me, knowing I would do it. She said, I did consider putting it in the post until I realised I was coming. So she carried it all the way in her luggage, bless her. But I've never done a 1,500-piece one before either. So she did say it's going to take me a long, long time.
That's a challenge for you.
We'll see. We will see.
Well,
so,
like you were saying yesterday, the biggest challenge is going to be finding something big enough to put it on.
Yeah.
What's the dimensions of it? Have you measured it?
Yeah, it's 31.5 inches by 23.5 inches.
What's that?
So 23.5 is I would think it's similar to a 1,000-piece. It's the 31 inches. And the dining room tables there.
31 inches is 80 centimetres.
Yeah, it's 80 by 60 centimetres.
That's a big old jigsaw, isn't it?
It is, and I'm at the same.
Lord, Dominique, it's massive.
I know what the tables are like, and they're just for two people, and they're square. So, but like I said, if I need to do half of it on the table and half of it on my puzzle board, I am going to do it.
Yes.
So, and not only that, who said? I can't remember who.
Can we have a time lapse video of it?
I'll take some pictures. I can't remember who said, but they said there's got to be a colourway that comes out of it.
Absolutely.
And I think
Dominique's, we need to think of it.
Yeah, the reason to book a holiday.
Yes.
So I'm so excited. So I'll get there, I can check in from 3 o'clock on Sunday. Oops. I can check in from 3 o'clock on Sunday, depending what the weather's like. That could be out and being sorted, edges done Sunday evening, but we'll see.
And because we're both away on holiday next week, there'll be no knit and natters on Monday and Thursday, and there'll be no podcast on Friday. So
No.
It'll be a full week. So the podcast will be a week.
I'll do Wednesday night because it's in an evening, but I normally always do them on a Monday and a Thursday. But it breaks up your day, so I'm just having a week off.
Yeah.
So
yes. So
I can't run knit and natters. I'm doing a jigsaw.
Yes. I think that's another sticker.
Yeah.
Don't interrupt me. I'm doing a jigsaw.
Yeah. Yeah. So
you need to be able to learn to do your jigsaw with one hand and learn to knit with one hand.
Well, I have, when it gets really difficult, I can sit and knit and look for pieces, but it does not when you're timing yourself, because that slows you down. Yeah.
Not when you're timing yourself.
Well, you know, let's see. Let's see how many hours do you think it's going to take me? Oh, I'll tell you what, that can be a giveaway. That can be a mini giveaway.
That will be a giveaway. I mean, you could do a mini set.
I'll create a mini set using the colours of that, and there's your giveaway. If I tell you, I can normally do 1,000 piece in about 4.5 hours, but the longest I've taken was nearly 12 hours for the one of Lincoln, because that was really difficult. But I would think, so on average, I'm about 4.5, 5 hours for a 1,000 piece.
Right, so that gives somebody a time frame. Anywhere over then 4 hours, isn't it? 4 or 5 hours.
100 piece in less than an hour and a half.
Right.
So, when this comes out, because I can never go back in the live chat, when this is uploaded this afternoon, tomorrow, just put your guesses, and the nearest one can have a mini.
I can go in the live chat. Can you not see it when you do it?
I can, but I'm being lazy. It's just easier for me to all the comments, because you have to trawl through.
Yes,
so
you do.
You could potentially miss one.
Don't put your misses now. Do them on when it's gone on.
You can have a guess now, but can you put them in the chat afterwards as well? Because I don't want to miss one.
Oh, that's perfect. So now we've got some minis that are going to be related to that. So one set will be a giveaway, and then we'll have a limited amount of them on the website. Perfect.
But Victoria has said it's going to take a long time. So it's obviously a challenging one. Let's see.
Oh,
and I'll take some pictures and we'll let you know in a fortnight.
Good stuff. Well, I've got absolutely nothing else.
I've got the only thing, we don't always show you, but those that have been on retreats know you always get a little goodie bag. And this year, as always, Melly done beautifully. But for the first time, we had different one, the same fabric, but Melly's done me my very own zipped. So that was the fabric that everyone had on the retreats. But she'd said to me, did I want one of these? So she's done me one of these with a little bag inside.
I would show you mine, but it's upstairs on my bed.
I can't remember what everyone else got.
Everybody else got little sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
Yeah.
And we got a little starfish.
Because mine is the is a bag with handles on and a drawstring.
Yes.
So it's in between like the denim ones we normally have. So thank you, Melly, for that. That was lovely because she knows what I'm like with zips.
Just beautiful. So how Jigsaw Holidays the name?
I like that. Jigsaw Holidays. I like that.
I'm writing it down, Lisa. Jigsaw Holiday. And it is Christmas in July, so we've got holiday 2 meetings. Jigsaw Holiday, it's there. It is there.
But yes,
the Jigsaw Minis. I like Jigsaw Minis, but Jigsaw Holiday, because let's face it, I have booked and paid for a holiday just to do a jigsaw. But
look what you've costed Victoria now. You know, yeah. A jigsaw equals holiday. I think it's more the excuse to go on holiday. I could have just had a weekend away. But if you're going anywhere, don't just go for a weekend, go for a week. Exactly. So that was it. I just wanted to show, because I love the bag. I've not put a project in it yet, but that will be the next new project. So I think that's it. So don't forget, if you've got any recommendations of things I could download, movies or series or anything, just give me a shout. Yes. Because I really could do with, I have no idea. Yes. If not, I'll just end up downloading Gilmore Girls again and watching that. So we're back on Friday the 22nd. Friday the 22nd of July. Yes. Yeah. So we will see you all then. Enjoy this lovely weather. Yes. Or like me, go to the other side of the country to avoid it. But whatever suits you. Exactly. Right. Enjoy your week. Have a good fortnight, everybody. Don't forget your guesses. Yes. Have a nice holiday, Dominique. We'll see you all. We'll see you all when we come back. Bye.